Hi guys, this is the main video for designing your graphics on your smartphone. As you can see, this is a smartphone. This is the feature, the interface of a smartphone, and this is the interface of the app Pixel Lab. Like I said, Pixel Lab is the deal. Okay, so now I just opened my Pixel Lab and I had to, it showed this. But yours, if you're just opening it for the first time, it will ask you to follow some instructions, and I hope you don't get lost. In case you find it difficult, please contact me, let me know. Okay, so the Pixel Lab, I have already shown you the features. Please, in case you've not watched the video about the features of the Pixel Lab, it's very important you do, so you don't get lost or you don't get confused as we do or would do. Okay, so, and I've already also told you other apps that I use, because while doing this design, you will see me mention other apps so you don't get lost on the way. So we get right into the video. So when you open it, finally you will see something like this, and you will see something like this right here, this and this. Okay, so when you click on this one, this is what comes out. When you click on this one, another palette is brought out. I've already explained all that. Okay, so let's get right into it. So the first thing you do when you want to design is to determine what you want to design. For me, I want to design what we are going to be designing is my music album track, and the main design or the dimension for it is 1:4 by 1:4. I have a hack I want to show you. What is this hack in making your design come out very clear, crispy, just more clear than other people's design is when you are told to use 1:4 by 1:4 is square, so it's easy to do. Okay, so you can do 3000 by 3000 dimensions, so that you can finally come and compress it into 1:4 by 1:4. And when you compress a bigger size of graphic, when you compress it, it makes it comes out more clear, because the pixels are now compressed together. But it doesn't happen the same way when you it's the opposite happens when you expand it. Okay, it becomes blurrer and blurrer. So but for the purpose of this study, chai oh he's inoko. For the purpose of this study, we are going to use 1:4 by 1:4. And how do you determine the size that you are going to use? How do you arrange or set the size? It's so simple. You click right here, you click here, this background. Okay, you click right here. Okay, so when you click on it, image size comes out. You click on image size, you click on the arrow pointing down, and then you click now when you click on the arrow pointing down, you discover you see already made sizes like YouTube thumbnail. So depending on what you have in mind, if you have in mind to produce something that is used for YouTube, you might consider clicking on the YouTube thumbnail or the YouTube channel banner, so that it's whatever you design, it will give you the adequate size for it. But now I know the adequate size I want. It's already set 1:4 by 1:4. You can change it to 3000 by 3000, anyone you want, and then you click OK. So the size is set. Another thing you must determine is the color you want to use and the type of thing you want to do. Okay, for me, another hack I normally use is, no matter what it is I want to do, if I want to do a food flyer design, I go to my Pinterest app and I type food flyer designs, and it shows me a whole lot of food flyer designs of my choice, and I choose one and I try to make my design look like that one. It may not be exactly, and it cannot actually be exactly, but I'll try to make my design look like that one. So right now, our focus or our template that we are going to use for this design is this. is this one. Okay, this is what we are going to design. How did I design this beautiful flyer right here? So remember, I told you to decrease the size. You click here and then you go to size, relative size, and you reduce, or you drag from here. You drag from here. Okay, those are the ways to reduce size. So I reduce the size of this. So the first thing I need to get is my background. How did I get this background? I click on this plus sign right here to bring in the picture I use for my background. You click on this plus sign, or you click here, sorry, or you click right here again, here, and then when you click there, you click on import right here. Okay, just like I'm about to do, I click on import. I want to import my design, pictures. I go to pins, because Pinterest app will on your gallery or on your albums is going to come as pins. So this is my my background. I say this good sign, this good sign, I say okay. But is it going to be like this? No, I have to expand. And you can also rotate. I've shown you there is a rotate icon right here. It says rotate. This is rotate, so you can rotate like this, or you can use your hand and rotate it. To rotate it, this is used to rotate it. This one is used to rotate it, okay, by the side of the image you want to rotate, just like this, or you can rotate it just like this. Okay, so, and I drag to make it a lot bigger depending on what you want to achieve. Some of you, I know you did not believe that was the background I used. So this is the background that I use. I actually made it too big, a lot bigger. So my background is set. Okay, like I said, you can take this thing backward or forward. If you want to take it back, you click on this icon here to take it to the back. If I take it to the back, all those things that were at the back before comes up front. So once again, remember, we are focusing on this. So this is my background. I'm not done. How did I achieve that beautiful thing at the background there? I will go to my gallery again. Remember, you can click on the plus sign, or you come here and click on import. Let me click on import again, and I get my something I've already, this particular, I want to get this picture, but I must have deleted the background, this particular picture. So that picture where the background was already out is inside my photo room. Remember, that is why I taught you photo room. So I go to my photo room, pictures, photo room. That is it. Okay, so I click on it, and like I said, it comes with, photo room comes with a watermark, and the reason I told you to push it upward then was because of this watermark. So you can, right here, you can crop by pushing this inside, taking out this writing here, and taking another photo room writing here, and you are good to go. Then you enlarge it. How did I achieve? As you can see that this particular design is big. It's very big on it. I enlarged it, and again I went to my color filters. Remember when I taught you color filters? I went to my color filters and I hued it. Sorry, I didn't hue it, so I think I lessened the saturation. Let me see what I did. Good. This is what I did. I lessened the saturation first, then the brightness. No, the brightness was just the way it was. So I went to opacity and I made it opaque. Oh my gosh. Can you see how I achieved this? So what do I do now? I take it to back again. I take it to back, and then I take this thing to back. So you see how I was able to achieve my my beautiful background. Okay, I think this background was a lot bigger. Let's see, let's make it bigger. Yes, make it bigger. Okay, that's being achieved. I move to the next part. I bring in my photo, my picture. I go to import or the plus sign. I go to my photo room where I've already also removed the background of my picture. I bring in my picture. As usual, I crop out the photo room, and this is my picture. As you can see, I keep it right here. Front. I keep it right here, and as I kept it right here, there's something I did to this picture. If you watch this, you will see there's something that looks like a shadow on that piece. That is it. You click on the picture with your fingertips and you come to shadow and you enable shadow, and then you offset the shadow a little bit like I just did here. Oh my god. Yes, you offset the shadow. Okay, and there are so many things to do when you offset a shadow. Other ways you can blur the shadow more, or you can make it a lot thicker, just like this one. Okay, so that is it. So that's been done. I move to the next thing that I did, which is to okay, there's something I noticed. My background, I think I rotated it upwards. Let me rotate it again upwards. Good. Upwards and not downwards. Upwards. Good. Enlarge it. Wow, exactly. Before I placed all of this back. Interesting. Interesting. So the next thing I would do is to bring in my test. So to bring in your test, click on this A here, which is for test, and click on plus test. A test template comes out, or what we call what do we call this a tech dialog box comes out. Then you write what you want to write. I think my own is my devotion. My devotion. My devotion. Okay, so I enlarge it. Remember, I taught you how to enlarge. And there's something else I did to it. Sorry, let me reduce this so that it doesn't block our. Something else I did to this my devotion. I changed the fonts. Unfortunately, I didn't. Excuse me. So I want to do something now for you to see how I'm going to get this this particular font that I already put here without compromising my design. I come right here and I save everything. right here, and I save it. So they say save as project. I click on save as project and I give it a name, tutorial. Okay, I say okay. Okay, so I come here. Once you do that, it's going to start playing all these adverts. Don't mind it, just mute the advert.
Hello, have you downloaded Water Puzzle Map?
Remove the advert and continue with your design. Okay, you have saved it, so you come right here. Please be watching where I'm shading. Come right here and get your project. You come here, my projects, and I get this one, the former one. Isn't that interesting?
This new type of video is taking
It's
the
always
internet by
going to
storm.
play because, okay,
Hi,
you know
I
what?
am Sam.
I'm going to
I
off
was
my
struggling
data.
with getting
Once
more
you off your
leads and
data,
sales for my business.
it will allow you. Okay, this is not the one I was looking for. I go back to my projects, pick up this. So I want to save this particular this is the font I used for that. So I want to save this font right now. So what do? I come here, I come to I click on I click on styles and I click on save. Save the current text as a new style. Okay, it has saved. I do what? I come back to my project and go back to my tutorial. Did you see that? I didn't lose nothing. So I come here. Remember how to reduce the size of this. I'm only using that as a template. I will always reduce the size and I will delete it after I'm done. So devotion, I come to A and I come to style. I come to save. Sorry, cancel. I come to browse. Then I come to my styles. Wow. Now look at the styles that I just saved. That's the first one. It has given me that. So simple to do. Now there's another thing very important that I did. How did that achieve all of this? Okay, I want to do you notice this? Do you notice the only way I will show you what I want to show you is to open this again, open my project again. That means I have to save this, save changes to the same place I've saved it before. Then I come back to my project. This. How was I able to achieve this, my brothers? Are you seeing this? This thing that looks as if somebody is inside the particular, how do I say it? Someone is inside the color. Okay, how was I able to achieve it? I come back to my projects. This is what I just wanted to show you, my tutorial. Okay, so how was I able to achieve it? It was actually not that simple, but it's something that is a hack I did with this. Do you know that the more you work with this app, the more you discover even things even myself have not discovered. I discovered this. Okay, there are many ways to do it. You go to shapes and you go to star. Okay, you go to star. So when you go to star, you okay it, reduce the star, then you do something. You come to color, you okay it, you look for the color of your background inside these colors. How do you find the color of your backgrounds? That is where you need to be careful, my people. Okay, watch all of this. When you click on any color and you want to get the right color of your background, just watch your background and then you click on this plus sign. It will extend the background for you, this plus sign right here. So I click on the plus sign and I drag. It's looking like the background now, is it not? It's looking like the background, but it's not exactly yet. I drag, I put plus again, I drag, I say okay. It's looking like a darker shade of a lighter shade of the background, but let's see what we can do with this. So after you do that, Okay, this is not even the main thing. It is the shadow. You go and put shadow on it. When you put shadow on it, do you know that shadow has color? Then you come on this color palette. This is the color of your shadow, and you give it a color. When you now give it a color, come to offset and offset the shadow. As you can see, the shadow is offset now. Wow. So the shadow now is separate from the star. Guess what? It is this shadow I'm going to use to do that thing you just saw. By the way, before we do that, I want to darken the shade of that shadow. So what do? I come back to shadow. I say plus and I bring it kind of, I want to be able to place it on that and it becomes almost the same. Is becoming the same little by little. Exactly. Can you see that this looks like this? It looks like this. So let's manage it for now, just to show you. But during your own time, you have to take your time and do it. By the way, I want to remove this test now because it's going to prove problematic at the time we start. Okay, so now my devotion. The star. Remember, the star is moving with the shadow. Now you do something else. You come back here, okay, and you bring in a shape. Remember I said when you click here and you don't click a shape, an image on your, this is the workspace. This place is the workspace. The whole of this is the workspace. That is, the whole of this is a workspace. When you click here, right here, and you click on an image, it's not going to bring out the palette I'm about to show you. But if you click there and you do not click on an image, maybe click on a text or outside the workspace, it will bring out what I'm about to show you now. That is, I've clicked there right now and I've clicked out, or I'll click on text. It brings out shapes for me. Okay, so when I click on shape, I click on this and pick up this shape. I say okay, and look at what I do. Watch me. I'm going to place this shape right on top of this one. Do you know what I want to achieve? I want to take this out. But before I take it out, I click on that, this star again, and I come and blur the shadow. I come to shadow and I say blur reduce. I blur the shadow. I blur the shadow so well. Okay. Good. I've blurred the shadow. Okay. So I've blurred the shadow. I can also, if it's not very okay for me, I can also come to opacity and okay, that's for the shadow. So when you make the stuff opaque, everything including the shadow becomes opaque. Okay. I blur the shadow. Fine. I like the blur like this. So I place it under this white. Make sure it doesn't touch the shadow. I place it under this white. I close it, this white shape, and I do something. Remember when I taught you about this, what I use in locking two images together. Okay. I click on what I use in locking two images together, which is this. Watch this, which is this one. Okay, so I click on it and I lock the two shape. I click on the keys and I lock the two shape. I come here, I click on them again, and I come on the merge, the middle icon here, shape there, and I click. Are you sure to want to merge the selected object? I say okay, it's been merged. And what do I want to achieve? I've not yet achieved it yet. I click on this thing back, it goes, and I come to erase color. Once I say erase color, the white goes. Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? Okay. This video is becoming longer. I'm going to stop here and continue on the next video. So this is going to be part 1 Okay, so please make sure to watch the part 2.